Hey guys, today we'll be taking a look at the latest Digimon movie release from Shout Factory, and this is Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna. This is on Blu-ray and DVD, and I'm so glad that this movie is finally out. This movie kept getting pushed back because of the whole COVID-19 thing going on in the world. This was supposed to get a theatrical run. This was supposed to come out earlier than the time it is now, but I'm just glad that it was able to be released at all. So this is supposed to be the 20th anniversary or the finale for the Digimon Adventure series. So you get a lot of the characters from the previous incarnations of Tri, Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 in here. So it's really great to see all these characters back for one final adventure. As you guys can see, the cover features a lot of the Digidestined crew. On the front here, we have our main characters. The movie focuses more on Tai and Matt, Agumon and Gabumon right there, and of course, a lot of the Digidestined in the back. You guys can even see the Adventure 2 kids in the back. You know, Davis, Yoli, Ken, and Cody back there, and two of the new characters. So yeah, I really love the poster that they chose for the cover art. On the sticker, it has the 20th Digimon Adventure logo kind of thing as a sticker promoting the extra features. 20 years with celebrating Digimon with Joshua Seth, the voice of Tai, and Tom Fon, the voice of Agumon. So I really like that extra feature because they have been involved with the series since the beginning, you know, days on Fox Kids with the Saban dub, and hearing them talking about the show, just going down, you know, what their experiences was like, was really great. But anyway, let's get into the release here. So, of course, we've seen the cover. Here is the spine, Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna. You got Tai on the spine right there. It's a 2-disc set. This has both DVD and Blu-ray. No digital copies, but I believe there was a digital version that was released online first. So, there you go. Join the last adventure of Tai and Agumon with a description of the movie. And here's them kind of just talking. Here's some screenshots from the movie. You got Tai and Agumon and Gabumon. There's Tai. And there's Tai and Matt. So there you go. Let's take a look at the actual case. Here we have the Blu-ray and DVD. On the left is the DVD and the right is the Blu-ray. And I took out the slip so you guys can see the artwork. So look at this. This is cool. So here are the 02 kids. Yeah, we got Davis, Ken, Cody, Yoli, and man, XVmon, Stingmon. This is great. So let's get started with the kind of review here. So Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna kind of focuses on the theme of growing up. So Tai and the rest of them are off doing some of them are in college, some of them are looking into what they should do for the future. And it takes time from Digimon Tri. You know, a few years have passed. Of course, they're out of high school, getting on with their careers. For Tai and Matt, they're still finding out what they want to do. And they get to talk about it in the movie too, which is great because the movie isn't just like fighting and action. They actually get to go down to earth and talk about, you know, things that we're probably struggling with today or what we've struggled with in the past, you know, dealing with our futures and all that kind of stuff. So I really like that. But there's been like this occurrence and we meet these new characters. One of them is named Manoa, who had her own Digimon partner. And she talks about how Digimon will kind of vanish once kids grow up, that they're not meant to always be there with them. So Tai and Matt kind of try and fight this. They kind of try to find ways, if she's telling the truth, and how they can prevent it if possible. The light on their Digivices begins to dim, and it's kind of like a clock. It starts ticking off the time that they have left with their Digimon partners. So in the movie, it's kind of emotional because they kind of don't want to say goodbye to their Digimon, and so they kind of have to come to the realization of growing up, and it's done very well. Of course, Manoa is sort of the antagonist of this movie. She's not a villain per se, but she does set stuff in motion. Her plan is to kind of freeze time and trap all the Digidestined, not just these guys, but characters we've seen from, you know, Adventure 2, and little cameos of them pop up in the movie. and to freeze them as they were kids in this dimension with their Digimon partner so they can stay with them forever. And she's kind of doing this against their free will. So Tai and Matt kind of are the only two left who have to fight against this. While the idea seems great to be a kid forever, they know it's not realistic. And even Agumon and Gabumon say that they love seeing them grow up and seeing what they've done with their lives. So this gives them the courage to fight back and kind of break the Digidestined out of this kind of spell or kind of dimension. So that's kind of what the movie's all about. I don't want to give too much away, but it's kind of a little tear-jerking, I will say. So I loved it. It was great. The animation was fantastic. It kind of retains the look of the original series, but kind of a more modern update. And music's great as always. The Japanese music is left intact. Voice cast was great as well. Tai, voiced by Joshua Seth, was always great to hear. And we get to hear Tom Fawn as Agumon. Matt got a new voice actor who did Mikey Kudo from Digimon Fusion. A lot of the 02 kids got recast, and some of the main characters as well. But a lot of them didn't have too many lines in this movie. They kind of got sidelined, but because it focuses more on Tai and Matt. But I will say it was really great to see these guys, but the voice cast did great, replacements or not, and I love the theme of this movie. It's one of the best Digimon movies I have seen, and I kind of hope that there's more. It's the final adventure for Tai and Agumon, but Davis's crew, Ken, Kari, and TK, they can kind of do more stuff with. But it kind of still gives Easter eggs to the TK's epilogue from the end of season 2, where he was writing like a novel, and Tai and Matt kind of get little glimpses of what they want to do in this movie. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. This movie was, the voice cast problems were like because of the studio. During COVID, people couldn't go into the recording, so a lot of them had to do home studio recordings, and so that's why some of the cast didn't get to show up. But for the most part, they all did great, and I am thankful for it. But anyway, that is all, guys. I love this movie. It's worth checking out, and if you're a Digimon fan, you gotta have this for your collection. So I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the little things that the movie had, and I will see you guys next time.